Shaquille's coming out brilliantly, an extraordinary win.
Soldier's Call hangs on to win the Windsor Castle.
Hi, good morning, and I'm here at Dullingham Park. This is the first stallion farm to have been built in over 25 years, and I'm so super excited to meet Ollie, who's the MD of this amazing place. Ollie, hi.
Hi, it's Paul.
You got a coffee?
Got a coffee.
Fantastic.
That time of morning.
So, what are we doing now? Tell me.
We're going to go up. We've got a 7 o'clock cover.
Cover?
Yeah.
What's a cover?
So a cover is a stallion mating with a mare, with a
Okay.
bred mare. So we
Yeah.
have 2 stallions here. We have Shaquille, who's
Yeah.
champion sprinter, and we
Yeah.
have Soldier's Call, who was a leading first season sire last year.
Fantastic. So we're going to go and see how this business works from the ground up, because most people will see horse racing on the TV. Their horses just won a race, fantastic, but this is where it kind of all begins.
This is where it all begins, and we're going to give you an insight into that. And if the horses are successful on the race course, for a lot of the colts which turn into stallions, this is where it ends for them as well. So
Fantastic.
full circle.
Let's go for a walk and check it out.
So a horse starts, when they're born, they're foals,
Yeah.
which is their first year.
Yeah.
And then when they become 1 year old, so every horse has his birthday on January the 1st,
Wow.
irrespective of when they're born. If they're born in May,
Yeah.
and they can be 6 months old,
So-
7 months old,
Yeah.
even when they get to January the 1st, that
Yeah.
is their first birthday. And once they hit January the 1st, through to the next January the 1st, they're known as a yearling.
Yeah.
And then the next birthday, they're a 2-year-old. And the 2-year-olds, that's when they start their racing career.
2 years old and
2
they
years
start
old,
racing.
yeah.
And how long do they race for?
Yeah, national hunt horses race up to 12, 13, but I mean,
Wow.
the 2-year-olds racing, which show precocity. So, you know, you want, for a stallion career, it's very good for a horse to have good 2-year-old form.
Yeah.
And then as they go into their 3-year-old career, it's called the classic year, where you have the classic races, the Guineas and the Derby and the St Leger.
And when is that? What year? Sorry? The
3-year, as a 3-year-olds,
3-year-olds.
yeah.
So
yeah.
a 3-year-old is the classics.
The classics,
in horse racing.
yeah, which is the Guineas, which is held up here, the Derby
Yeah.
at Epsom, and the Leger at Doncaster.
And if your horse
So-
was to win,
Yeah, then they have a high value at stud.
wow.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Guineas of those, it used to be the Derby.
Yeah.
People tend to shy away a little bit from the 1.5 mile horses now. So the Guineas over a mile is the commercial
Yeah.
option.
What we're going to see today is the process of them recreating for the
Yeah,
the
I mean,
future.
you can have all the technology you like in the world, to be honest with you, and the facilities, but the actual art of mating,
Yeah.
it's back to nature. You know,
Yeah.
it's 2 600-kilogram
So there's no AI here.
That's illegal in the thoroughbred industry.
Oh wow.
Just to try and keep a lid on the numbers and overpopulation.
Oh,
So,
fantastic.
yeah.
Shaquille now has taken the lead, racing up towards the line, and it is Shaquille for a fairy tale win.
Beautiful, beautiful place.
Yes, we've got capacity for 6
Wow.
horses,
Yeah.
and these are our 2 residents.
Yeah.
We've got Shaquille on the far there, who's champion sprinter.
Yeah.
He's the world's best 3-year-old sprinter. So he's just retired. He's only 4 years old, and then we've got
4 years old, he's just
4
retired.
years old, just retired. Yeah. Life begins now. And then we've got Soldier's Call next to him, who's going into his 5th covering season. He was leading first season.
So 5th covering season, that means breeding effectively for terminology that's
Yeah.
non-horsey like
Yeah.
me. I haven't got a clue.
His first
so-
crop of runners
Yeah.
last year, and he was the leading UK-based sire
Fantastic.
with his crop of runners. So he's now going into his first crop of 3-year-olds, and now running this year.
Wow.
So we're very excited.
And so we're going to take them from their homes to the covering shed.
Yeah, Soldier's Call's got a cover this morning, and they'll be coming up here on the rubber round there to their entrance into the covering shed.
Yeah.
I'll talk you through the process. This is where they live,
Yeah.
and these are 5-star facilities. This is Shaquille.
5-star facilities.
Yeah, beautiful boxes, and got heat lamps and extractor fans, cameras in there for security. All the doors are alarmed just for.
I can't believe 4 years and he's retired. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
4 years old. He was champion sprinter. He won 2 very prestigious sprint races, the Commonwealth Cup at Royal Ascot.
It is Shaquille for a fairy tale win.
And then he won the July Cup, which would be the top 6 furlong sprint race in Europe.
It's going to be a winning one. Shaquille and James Doyle have won.
And he's a very good looking horse, so breeders have latched onto him big time. So he's a very exciting horse. And then we've got Soldier's Call over here, who's a different type.
Yeah. Is it a different type? What does that mean?
He was a very good 2-year-old. He actually
Yeah.
trained on, was a very good
Oh.
3-year-old. And he'll be a more shorter, muscly, sprinting,
Yeah.
typical sprinting sort of horse. He was a sprinter as well, Shaquille, but he's not a typical look.
Wow.
So
And how old?
he is 8.
Wow.
Yeah, he retired as well when he was 3.
Yeah.
So he's now going to his fifth year covering, and he's got a cover this morning. So he's,
Okay.
and he knows it, so he's a bit G'd up.
Let's go and have a look to see where all the action is. And how many covers do they do a day? And
Maximum of 4.
Yeah.
Usually it'll be 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Three mainly.
Yeah.
But if during the height of the season, it'll be 4 a day. Let's say Shaquille's got 158 mares booked into him this year. So this is where the stallions come in here. This is called the ramp.
The ramp.
Yeah, so this is where Soldier's Call covers off here. He's not the biggest of horses, so
Right.
therefore physically you try and match him with a bigger horse, a bigger mare.
Okay.
So they're obviously bigger. So you
Lower.
put the mare lower and he
Yeah.
goes up higher. And this would be a real state-of-the-art covering barn. There wouldn't be many like this in the
It's a
world.
lot of space.
You got 2 600-kilogram animals.
So I understand another horse is introduced to get the mare.
Yeah,
Engaged,
so
I'm
that board
excited.
there comes out. It's called the teasing board.
Yeah.
So the mare comes in here, off the horse box, into those stocks there where we wash
Yeah.
them down.
Yeah.
Check they haven't had any stitches put in from when they've been foaling. So we'll take those out. They'll come in here, the board's out. The mare goes up to the board, the stallion will come in and they stand up. It's called teasing.
Teasing, yeah.
Yeah, and if she shows big signs that she's in season and she's willing to accept the stallion,
Yeah.
then we'll put the board away. They put 2 boots on the both hind feet of the mare
Yeah.
in case she lashes out and kicks the horses. There's a bit of protection there. They'll come in here. The stallion is over there. He'll come and then after covering. Happens.
How long does it take?
Not very long.
Okay, Ollie, so that was the covering shed.
Yep.
What are we doing next?
Well, we've seen Soldier's Call in action, so
Yeah.
why don't we go and have a look at Shaquille,
Yeah.
who's our champion sprinter, who's doing his first season covering mares this year, and we'll show him down at the parade ring down there.
Let's go, guys. Champion sprinter.
Part of breeding is it's
Yeah.
about bloodlines. Huge side of it is the physical aspect. So you're trying to match up the physical size of what a mare might be missing. Maybe the stallion can provide that and vice versa. Because there are 2 aspects to breeding horses. One is for the sales ring,
Yeah.
where you're trying to attain the biggest price you can for your horse, in which you almost need a model. And then the race course, you're matching up not just the looks, and you're matching up the lineage and the families as well to try and produce the best possible racehorse you can. So this is the showing area that we have.
Yeah.
People arrive, yeah, and they'll come through, and they'll be here, and then we bring the stallions down for a show,
Yeah.
and they can see them walk, and then they'll stand them up here as well, and just look at their physical aspect of them. During our December sales, we had about 500-600 people up here.
Wow.
Potential breeders, yeah.
That's a lot of people to come and view.
And Shaquille, who's covering 150 odd mares, he was full by beginning of January. First of all, they'll sign a contract,
Yeah.
then the mare will come here, she'll get covered, they'll scan them at 14, 15, 16 days, they'll be in foal, then they'll scan them again at 28 days to get a heartbeat, at which case the mares will leave Newmarket and go back to their home,
Yeah.
wherever that may be.
Yeah.
And then we do 1st of October terms.
Right.
So they'll be scanned again around October the 1st.
Yeah.
If they're in foal, that's when we will send out an invoice.
Okay.
And they will pay by return. You're essentially trying to get your mare to produce as many foals as you can, really. The first thing that breeders will look for now is while he's walking is his movement, his walk.
Right.
He's got a lovely loose action,
Okay.
good flow to him, big stride.
I mean, I don't know horses, but that looks
He's just
pretty
full
mighty fine horse.
He's full of quality.
Yeah.
He's by a dual Group 1 winning miler. He's out of
What does that mean? Educate me.
his daddy
Yeah.
was a very good racehorse.
Okay.
He's a 4-time Group 1 winner, and he
Okay.
won over a mile.
Okay.
And on his dam side, so his mum's father
Yeah.
is a very famous horse called Galileo,
Okay.
who's one of the great stallions of our time, possibly the greatest at the moment. So he's got very good lineage. His bloodlines are exceptional. He was a very good horse. He's a very good looking horse. He's full of quality.
I mean, he has such a lovely look about.
Yeah, he's got a great outlook to him, great walk on him. And that's the appeal that the breeders had.
And he was
He had to
super
them.
fast.
Yeah, he's very fast. He was champion sprinter. He won the Commonwealth Cup at Royal Ascot, and then he went on to win the July Cup. So the Commonwealth Cup, he was racing and he beat fellow 3-year-olds. Then he went on to the July Cup and he beat the older horses, which is a feat in itself. So there, when he stands up now, he's just a picture perfect. Beautiful horse. He's a stunning horse. He is a stunning horse.
Just everything, like muscle tone.
Yeah,
and
great balance to him.
complexion,
and-
if that's the right
yeah,
word.
yeah.
It just looks.
Great skin on him.
Yeah.
Beautiful coat. And he will, in a year's time, he'll have muscled up and he'll have settled into his new job, and
Okay.
He'll be a different
Oh, I
horse
see.
this
So
time
you'd
next
have
year.
been lean and mean as a racer?
Yeah, and
now
they
he's
call it letting down. So he'll
letting
let
down.
down into a real stallion and muscle up, and as he matures, physically get stronger. You know,
Incredible.
essentially he's only a baby really. He's only 4.
4.
You know,
And life
you're
expectancy of a horse?
Well, you're hoping that he'll go on to late teens and 20s,
Yeah.
and you know, all being well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that'll be our aim here, is to have horses that look like him. You know, because this is your shop window.
Yeah.
This is your first port of call where breeders will see them for the first time, other than when they might have seen them on the racecourse.
Yeah.
So you want to wow them. And to be honest with you, it's trot daddy, trot foal. You got a good-looking stallion. You're hoping they're going to have good-looking foals.
Yeah.
And when they go to the sales ring for that first time,
Yeah.
the breeders are going to love them, the buyers are going to love them,
Yeah.
and in turn they'll go to the right trainers, the good trainers, and stand every chance of being good racehorses.
I mean, how many acres is there here? Is it?
We're only 100 in total. We've got about 70 odd here and 35 across the road. But that's all you need for a stallion farm. And that is what we are. We are a stallion farm.
Yeah.
And we've got a 200-acre farm over in Ireland as well, which are our broodmare farms.
Right. Broodmare.
Broodmare farms, yeah.
What does it educate me again?
So a broodmare, they're the mums. They're 50% of what, you know, the production that we're doing here. So these are the boxes, yeah.
Boxes.
So these will be mucked out now.
Yeah.
Then the edges put back up and some more shavings added. Yeah, this is proper 5-star accommodation for them, really. I mean, they're so well insulated. I mean, you can feel how warm they are now. We've all got the link on our phone so that we can watch them at any time during the night.
Really silly question. How do horses sleep?
Standing up or sleeping down. These two, they enjoy lying down for a few hours, but they lock their joints as well in their legs and sleep.
To save energy then, so they lock their joints.
Lock their joints, yeah.
So there's zero energy being extended to sleep standing up.
And then they'll lie down. You'll see a lot of young stock lying down because essentially that's when they do their growing, really.
Incredible. Let's go and see where he is stretching his legs. So, I mean, you only see, like I said before, the racing on the TV and you see a horse. You don't have any idea
where they come from.
From.
Just assume they just appear.
Yeah. We just don't think about it, do you? And when you're so busy in life, you just turn up to your event and watch them race.
Well, every single racehorse would have come from a farm originally like this.
Yeah.
But obviously not as smart as this, but this is where they originate from. So we've got 6 small stallion paddocks here. So this is where they come out. This is their paddocks for the covering season.
Yeah.
So they'll come out in between covers. They'll come out for a bit of fresh air, and it's their natural environment. Horses are meant to be outside.
And you'd always put them away in their boxes, safety, security, rather than leave them out overnight.
You bring them in overnight.
Yeah. And that's safety and security, or?
It's just you don't leave them out it's cold at night too. So
okay.
So this is Soldier's Cool's paddock here.
Yeah.
So we put an apron in each paddock, which is the wood chip as well, and hardcore underneath for drainage.
Yeah.
Because during the winter months, certainly during the covering season, they kind of know when it's time to come in because they know it's time for a cover. So they'll hang around the gate a little bit towards the end of the morning. So it just does get a bit muddy and a bit waterlogged. So we put aprons in.
Yeah.
But he's very relaxed now. He'll probably have a roll in a minute. And this will be him for the next three hours or so.
Such a lovely place to be.
You can see they're very relaxed, chilled out environment.
Amazing.